So, as you guys know, Anisa and iDubbbz have been clipped a lot on their podcast. And like an insane amount. And it's just sad to see how far the mighty have fallen.
Mm-hmm.
Because like their podcast has like I don't even think they have like 1,000 members on their Patreon. It's only like a few hundred.
Oh, what is the price to enter their Patreon? Do they have a breakdown of that?
Let me double check that, because what's the name of their podcast? It is
I have no fucking idea.
iDubbbz podcast. Well, the channel is called Maximum Damage, but the podcast is called She Ruined My Career, because get it? She's Yoko Ono, you know? Haha, guys, they say my wife ruined my career. In actuality, my career is always crap. Okay. Oh god, okay, Maximum Damage. They have 470 members of their Patreon, and they make about $857 a month. The lowest tier offered is $5.
Okay. $5 producer.
Yeah.
Is it the only tier?
It's the only tier.
Oh, okay.
It's... And, like, I think this is where, like, mishaps happened. Because, like, look at what happened with H3. Say what you want about Ethan and Gila. They knew when to get into the podcast game. And now... They're definitely not... I wouldn't say they're growing. But... If I were a betting they're established. If I were a betting man, I bet you they've made a whole lot more money doing the podcast than they ever did making their main YouTube channel videos.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah,
with all
I think they have like probably I wouldn't. Oh, well, not thousands. They probably have a couple hundred, probably close to 1,000 members on their channel. Because like even during like membership only streams, I see their chat just like skyrocketing.
Yeah, their chat goes really fast.
And plus, too, like it's like people super chat them all the time still, too, because it's a live podcast, of course.
Yeah,
I think that was the issue. For one, they made their podcast like a standard sit down podcast, when in reality, their podcast should be live.
Yeah. And that would definitely bring in more donos and stuff if chat could ask the guests questions live. That would be pretty cool.
If Anisa would act how she does on stream during the show, I don't know if it would be that successful. Guys, I kind of warned Squatchin. I warned her that there was a clip I wanted her to see.
Oh god.
Here it is right here.
I'm scared.
The caption is, iDubbbz is considering doing OnlyFans.
I think I've seen this one.
Would Ian do OnlyFans? We've talked about it before. He kind of has. I don't know how much information I can give. Like hand cameos.
I want to know what that hand would be doing. I don't want to know.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, like iDubbbz wears the pants in that relationship.
Yeah. He holds the leash, John.
Yeah. He keeps her on a short leash.
Keeps her on a leash. Well, he dropped the leash the other day.
Yeah. Here's another clip. Anisa wanted to quit OnlyFans, but iDubbbz made her keep going.
I'm going to keep Anisa accountable for streaming. Mark my words, she will stream for the next 5 years at least. If there's anyone that actually does keep me accountable, it is for like sticking to a job, it is Ian, actually. Okay, I wanted to quit OF like so early on, and Ian was like, no, you promised 2 years at least. I'm going to make you stick to it.
Oh god.
That sounds bad out of context. No, you are going to sell pictures of yourself.
Yeah. No, you will do this, and I will profit.
Yeah. Listen, you think you're gonna get popular based off your talent? Baby, you're a 6 out of 10 at best. You're gonna be on that OnlyFans. But seriously, does that not sound wrong?
Yeah, that does seem pretty out there.
Like, imagine, like, chat. Okay, you hear this kind of out of context, right? A girl goes, yeah, like, I created OnlyFans, but, like, I didn't want to do it. But then, like, my husband, like, forced me. You know, he told me to, like, just keep doing it. He said I promised that I would do it, and it was just... Well, that's the but that's like the thing I get with Anisa. She seems like she's a very flaky, like wishy-washy. She doesn't know what she wants to do.
Yeah, she's very indecisive, I think. Would be the word.
Not to be mean, but it's really hard to imagine people paying for Anisha's OnlyFans. Well, someone did in order to leak it. Let's put it that way. Someone did in order to leak it. Here, Anisa goes after Bo Blacks in the commentary community. She has been unleashed. It's a 2-minute long clip. I love how this frame starts off too. By the way, just like red in the face, like she's just done with it.
This in the Patreon. Was she
crying?
No, I don't think so. I think of a lot of things. I hope she's not crying because of this.
This person's lawyer, the shakedown lawyer, used a commentary video, okay, that
listen to her voice.
This shakedown lawyer used a commentary.
Not the words
YouTuber.
Coming out of her mouth, but how she says them.
No, yeah.
Like, I think she was
lawyer,
crying.
Plus two, she's kind of doing that thing with like when women are about to cry or were crying, they kind of do that like slow blink kind of deal.
Takedown lawyer used a commentary video, okay, that insinuated.
And also too, I thought. Well, I know it got leaked, but like I thought like they weren't supposed to like be talking about this dude publicly.
I have no idea.
Because if you remember on the their podcast clips, when they were talking about him, like Ian was kind of like, we can't be talking about him. And then she's like, who's gonna show him? He doesn't know what Patreon is. And since people clipped it, what can I say? People clipped it.
People out there doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
I have to be very careful with my words here because this person will say technically they didn't say that. Insinuated that we pocketed money. Insinuated that we didn't actually lose money.
No, I believe you
blew
lost
it.
That money. You blew the money because you had to have like trauma
didn't plan
parties
properly.
and galas.
Yeah.
For your streamer friends.
They had to fly in big names to fill the seats on their dime, and that's where all their charity money went to pad the fucking viewer roster.
Literally, if you sent $5 to any like the charities that the fighters supported, you sent more money than Creator Clash too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they came out in the red.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting.
Money.
Maybe if she had stuck with college, she would have known better.
Well, I think they kind of, I don't know why, but it always seems like these like LA Twitch / YouTuber types, they want to be like Hollywood actors, or like at least like live the lifestyle one. So like obviously like whatever like charity event celebrities do, they're totally like spending a lot of money on like unnecessary stuff that totally could be going for the charity. But like they kind of know that like push comes to shove, like they'll make just enough money to cover everything, and heck, if they have to, they can like technically make it like a tax write-off by saying that they supported the charity directly, right?
Yeah.
Anisa and iDubbbz don't have money to begin with. They barely had money to do the charity, and they wasted it more by flying people out. When in reality, what they should have done was, like, instead of maybe flying them out, ask them if they can do, like, hey, you know, can you, like, shout out the Creator Clash 2 event, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe what they could have done was have in a Creator Clash 2 affiliated stream by saying, like, hey, like, this stream will support charity A that's part of the event, something like that, right?
Yeah.
But no, instead, like, no, yeah, because, like, if you remember when Ian made his, like, Creator Clash 2 video, he was talking about how they needed the parties because he couldn't, what was his wording? He didn't process his trauma from the first one.
Yeah.
He just got beat up, and then he went on a flight, and that affected him, apparently.
See, they could have had the little trauma party at a smaller venue instead of, you know, renting out the big arena again
Or
for
like,
another
you know, like
night to do it.
Well, I think it was like they were partying at a hotel or something. Like they rented a hotel for this. For the party specifically.
I'm sure there was a school that would have been happy to receive money to rent out their big gym. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Okay, insinuated that it only costs $100,000.
Poor planning on their part.
Oh, extremely poor planning. They didn't. I think because they did an interview with Ethan afterwards, and like Ethan wasn't necessarily questioning the charity, but he was like, okay, so like you guys are like putting a whole bunch of money into this, and you're saying that you're not pocketing, you're losing money on this, but like Ian hasn't made like a main channel video that's like hit the algorithm in a long time, and you guys don't have any other side projects. Like, how are you making money?
They were hoping that the Creator Clash was going to bump their numbers and save them, but I guess not.
Yeah.
If only they knew what they were doing.
No, yeah.
An event like this, which is not true, okay? This is in the millions. This event costs in the millions to run.
Millions to run?
If you don't know how to budget properly.
Yeah, when she says it's like in the millions to run, is she including like the extra stuff that they didn't need to add? Because like for some reason, like
we don't like to concede on stuff.
I don't blame you if you don't really remember the first Creator Clash that much, but like the first Creator Clash, in my opinion, I think it was an all right event. For some reason, they felt the need to pay for a bigger arena. They felt the need to pay for like a more expensive broadcasting team. And they ended up doing like half the, like, what was it? They did half the numbers of the first one.
Yeah.
When like, usually when you run like events like this, you want to like give it like a year or two before you consider like going to like bigger venues. Now, like maybe the venue they used before wasn't available. Who knows?
Let me see.
But
what
they
venue?
went to unnecessary lengths for the price and everything. They didn't budget this well at all. I think it was probably just Anisha.
The first one.
The first one?
The first ever Creator Clash took place May 14th, 2022 at the UN Ling Center on the campus of University of South Florida in Tampa.
Okay.
And the second one, they rented out the Lightning Arena. Pretty sure.
Yeah, which obviously you're renting out like a full-blown arena. That's going to be way more expensive, especially if you're not filling in the seats.
Yeah.
Because I think even like physically they didn't have as many people go.
No. Well, I mean, the bullshit they pulled with Froggy Fresh, a lot of people refunded their tickets because of it. They thought it was unfair to have the guy train for that long and then kick him out 3 weeks before the event.
No, yeah, that definitely hurt them. But
Oh,
like people, I think it was actually like at the time. I think it was the majority of people who supported Creator Clash were saying that they had a just cause to kick him. I think at the time we were all in the minority for saying that it was unjust.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm sure people canceled, but I don't think that was the major hit. If you look at it, they said they spend millions on this. None of it went to advertisement. No one did any promo streams. No one did any promo videos. The only time I ever heard about Creator Clash was when the controversy happened, and then like 2 days before it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if like someone
even
did,
Augie
like,
and them went to the first one.
Yeah. And like, imagine if like the fighters had like a vlog, like they uploaded like a vlog of their training to get people hyped up.
That should have been part of their contract, that they had to film it and use it for content.
Yeah.
Like it could have been on their own channel to help them continue with their numbers and their ad revenue and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But they should have been doing dedicated streams having to do with their training for Creator Clash to garner hype.
And then like with streamers, you can just say, hey, you know, man, like maybe not make it like a full blown sponsorship. You know, if you can go that route, do it. But like being like, hey man, you know, me and my wife, we're doing this Creator Clash thing. Be great if you could like shout it out, you know, get people hyped up for the show. These are going to be the people that are going to be on it, you know. These are the charities involved. Maybe if you want, like, you know, get people excited for supporting the charities directly. But
they definitely dropped the ball like all around with advertisement and hype.
And granted, I wasn't in the room with them when they were planning all this, but like, I don't know. I just feel like they needed to have another person there to tell them how it needed to be done. I think it was just mostly
an event planner would have been nice.
Yeah, I think
I'm sure there's event planning YouTube they could have reached out to.
Yeah, I think it was just
maybe someone would have donated their time.
I'm sure they had people help them out, but I think the majority was like, no, yeah, we know how to do this. We know how to. Ironically,
yeah, they might have had people help them out, but would they have listened to those people?
Yeah. Ironically enough,
listen
they're
to
kind of
those
falling
people?
into the same trap that like Tana did back in the day. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, TanaCon.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It's fucked up. Okay? And that all is our responsibility. We took that on because we wanted to do something fun and cool and good for charity and whatever. It is a very expensive event to run. There's a lot that goes on, okay? It's a huge thing. It's a 20,000 seat arena. Anyways, the lawyer used...
Maybe you should have picked a smaller arena, Anisa.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't be airing out your legal grievances.
Video to say that this was proof that we were pocketing money. So the point that I was making with that clip that got taken out of context again, or like he just didn't understand.
Oh yeah, she's doing the whole like we gotta address what happened on like the. By the way, yeah, people clipped it, but Anisa, you know, people like big Bungie and then like Lyrics were like reacting to your full episode, right? There wasn't a whole lot to take out of context. You just started complaining about the dude. And Ian told you not to do it on the show, and then you just started rambling about the dude.
And what I was saying is that we were in a shakedown lawsuit, and part of the reason why they thought that they could snip...
What? So it's like... Maybe I had heard rumors about it beforehand. Or like heard something about it prior. But like... The first big stink I heard about was from your guys' podcast. Why didn't you do like a GoFundMe thing? Or like being like, hey, this a-hole is trying to sue us because of our charity event. Come help us. And like, I don't know about the good graces of the community, but you definitely probably would have had someone like Ethan help you out with that.
Yeah.
Honestly, stay out of the boxing if the event runner calls it traumatizing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So like, I needed to process the trauma. Well, like maybe you shouldn't be. Maybe don't be your like headlining boxing.
Sniff, bark up our tree was because commentary YouTubers have no idea.
Commentary YouTubers.
Yeah, it's all our fault, John.
Yeah.
How dare we?
Oh, I know. I personally saw to it that the event failed. I was like the Phantom of the Opera. I was making sure everything was like going awry.
Idea what it is to work a normal
behind
job.
The scenes, John.
Yeah.
Let alone put on a whole event. Okay, you have no clue.
Actually, I'm curious if Ian and Anisa are still like slightly off topic, but after the whole Palestine thing, I'm wondering if they still associate with Ethan.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Be kind of funny if they just like, nah, you're a Zionist. We don't want to associate with you.
Yeah, I could see that.
You don't even know what it's like to clock in and have someone breathe down your neck. So don't tell me how much.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nobody here knows what it's like to clock into work and having a crappy boss. Yeah.
God no.
Also, too, wasn't a lot of Boat Blacks's Creator Clash videos were made before the event even happened.
Yeah.
How much it costs? $100,000 does not even cost 1/4 of the broadcasting fees.
Go with a cheaper broadcasting team then.
Exactly. Do your research. Just because you're paying big money doesn't mean it's going to be good.
Yeah, well, also, too, just because you're paying big money doesn't mean you're going to get big money in return. You have to account for your audience. And, like, I think, you know, I'll be generous. I think they did all right numbers for the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know what the exact profit margins were, or not profit necessarily, but, like, how much of it went to charity. But they had more money to give to charity than they did the second event, right? They should have just stuck. Yeah. They should have just stuck with the same broadcasting team, or like a broadcasting team that maybe was around the same price still. Like they went big when like they like imagine like for example, right? Like, and if I had the money, I'd probably still do it. But like obviously, like you know, let's be honest, Nerdy Live, we get how much do we have right now? We have 15 people watching, 15 of my closest friends and family, which I don't get me wrong, I am greatly thankful for, right? But imagine if I sunk like $20,000 into making a set. And then like it's still like the same audience we have now, right? And then I'm complaining like, how come I don't have thousands of viewers? How come I paid thousands of dollars to make sure that I could get this, right? But like they're not equating like. First off, like I think Moist Critical, was it Moist Critical who did the first event or?
Yeah, I think he was one of the commentators for the first event.
Yeah, and like from what I remember of the second event, it wasn't anything crazy. As like far as like it's like your standard broadcast, and like for two events, I couldn't tell the difference in terms of quality. It was the same stuff. Unnecessary payment. I think they wanted to feel professional, so they went with like the more expensive professional sounding team probably. Yeah, and it bit them in the ass.
Yep.
So like I don't know what crack these like commentary YouTubers are on, but I want some.
You want crack? You want crack cocaine? You look like a crack addict.
Oh God.
She does.
You don't have to point it out, John. Come on.
Hey, I could be a lot meaner. People were saying that. Oh my gosh, I'm like she looks like she looks like she's in an in-between transition. And they can't tell if it's from.
Oh, good Lord! Yeah, she does. She does kind of look like a boy.
people were saying that they can't tell if she looks like she's like a male to female transition or a female to male transition. She's in that like
oh god,
she's
in limbo.
She's like she is like the non-binary right there. She's the non-binary status that so many people wish they could have.
No, I know this is going on. I love how I didn't wear makeup today. I look disgusting as shit.
No comment. No comment. It's too easy. No comment. Too easy. I ain't saying nothing.
But this will go on every and I don't care. I'm at the point. I don't care. I don't care anymore because even when we don't say something, they think we're saying something.
Like when?
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Get assumptions. Like, just so out of pocket. I don't know. I know a lot of them have never worked a real job. I know that for a fact. And if you
right. I've never worked a real job in my life.
Because she's privy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
You have
to the lake house during the weekdays when you're not streaming, and you just, you look over your vast amounts of land from your trust fund or whatever. And
yeah. I'm not totally not a 20-something in college debt right now. I go to my villa on the weekends, and yes, and I drink from the finest of Chardonnays, and I crack open my lobster. I'm sorry. I have the help. Crack open the lobster for me. Yes.
The help? Really, John? We're gonna go there?
The help. Well, they said I can't refer to them to their people anymore, so I must refer to them as the help.
Jesus Christ, John! You're gonna get us all canceled.
Listen, okay, that's the game plan here.
Okay, buddy.
I'm hoping to get everyone canceled with my affiliation.
You worked there for
It's worked so far, Squatchin. It's worked so far.
Okay.
week, and you cried and you quit.
You say so.
I feel like that's projection on her end.
A little bit, yeah.
I feel like she went for a job for like a week, quit, and because like wasn't her dad a lawyer? Didn't she? She was like bragging about her dad was a lawyer. No, don't get me wrong.
I have no idea.
I'm sure he forced her to get a job, right?
Oh yeah. Well, don't you know she's been working since she was 12? Cap. That's not how that works in Canada.
Doing like yard work for the neighbors doesn't count. It's like nice side money, but doesn't count.
That's the other thing that a lot of these people assume is that I never worked a real job. But I didn't get on the internet until I was 21. I had to pay for my own I was in college working like a fucking serving job. Okay? I was doing both. I had 4 to 5 classes.
Oh my god, you worked and went to college? What kind of madness is this, Squatch? It's the first time you ever heard someone doing that before?
Yeah. I'm beginning to think that 21 is too young for the internet now.
Well, as a 22-year-old, I feel hurt.
No, you're okay. But like I started interacting with the online community at 31.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a vast difference between me and her. She's never worked hard labor, I can guarantee you that. She ain't lifting no 25-pound fucking bags of nothing. Right.
Probably snap her arms.
Probably, because it fucked up my back.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely done, like, I've helped family with oh my god, there was a summer where my grandparents went from having like a metal fence, and
like chain link?
Yeah, the chain link fence to a wooded fence, and they expanded their property line a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to, because obviously, like, my grandparents' backs were messed up. A couple, like, what, this was like when I was 13, 14, 15 maybe, I want to say. Anyway, 3 years ago, point is, I took down the chain link fence by myself, and I had to pull out all the metal, the metal rods.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. The only pain was when it was raining, because then the concrete and the rods would sink deeper.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always
a semester, and then I would go work a serving job. Okay, and before that, I worked at a pet store.
Oh, the horror!
Oh no, not
The
the
horror.
pet store.
You're telling
However
me.
did you survive?
You're telling me you got to see chunko doggos and fluffy kitties all day? Listen. I've had friends who've done like the local pet stores around here, local like pet chains. It is a pain sometimes, because like, oh my god, there's a horror, like kind of a sad story. Like, this lady assumed that like a pet store was like the same thing as like a vet, and so like this dog needed like medical attention, and like the guy's like, I can't do anything, I'm not trained for this, we don't have the equipment for this. And so like he tried to point her to like the closest like vet in the area.
Bruh.
Yeah. I had to
I
stare
wonder
down.
if Ghost has any horror stories.
Ghost Shark did. Oh, does he work in a pet store?
He did at one point, yeah.
Oh, probably. It's basically like a pet store. Like, from what I understand, it's like your standard like retail job, except you occasionally get to see all the cute dogs like picking out their chew toys and show like, oh.
Yeah, it's regular retail, but you have to feed your merchandise.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then like you get like that. The hamsters were always cute to see, and the guinea pigs.
Mm.
And a dairy.
I tell you what though, I could not work at a pet store because of the reptiles.
You don't like reptiles?
Well, like they have like the pythons for like snakes. I ain't messing with that. I don't care if they're non-lethal.
Oh god.
I don't like physically like messing with snakes. I do not. Or spiders.
safe.
Some pet stores around here carry spiders and tarantulas.
Have you seen like the bright blue and bright purple tarantulas?
Yeah, those are poisonous, Squatchin. They eat birds.
I want.
They kill and eat birds, Squatchin.
I won't put them anywhere near BG. It'll be fine. I'll keep them in the basement.
Dairy Queen.
Oh yeah, that's the perfect place to keep them if they get loose.
My
Because
office is safe.
I ain't never visiting.
That's okay.
On the internet, so I quit. But I had been working since I was like 12. No, I'm not even kidding, 12 years old. Because in Canada at the time, I don't know if now, but at the time,
No,
if your parents
it's never
sign
been like that. How old is
your-
she, John?
I want to say like early 30s now.
Okay, well, if she's the same age as me, then no. Legal age to work in Canada is 16, and I think 14 if you have parental permission. Definitely not 12.
You see, well, at least for my job, if you're 15 and you have a worker's permit and parents' permission, you can work.
Yeah.
I think that varies state by state. Some states keep it at 16.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely know for like certain jobs around here, you need to be like 18 to 21. Cause like there's like a deli place that like has like the actual like machine where they cut meat and stuff, and they don't let minors work there.
Yeah, no, that's too dangerous.
Yeah.
You got to be trained
And
properly to work stuff like that.
Yeah.
something you can work. I worked at a movie theater when I was a kid. But you fuckers that are looking at this right now.
You fuck us. You fuck us. And you fuck us.
I know.
I know.
She don't know shit.
I know that you would fucking cry if I said something to you in real life. I know you would cry. How do I know? Because I've done it to one of you fuckers.
I'd just be like, yo, Yeah, who? She doesn't name names. It's probably just some random viewer who was like, your iDubbbz is white. That's mega cringe.
In real life, and you have cried.
Because like if it was, like,
I think the only person she makes cry on a regular basis is fucking Ian.
I know, he cries himself to sleep every night.
I would too. Shit.
My wife is awful. But like, oh, no way she made a YouTuber cry. Because if she made a YouTuber cry who was like making fun of her right now, she would totally call it out.
Yeah.
She'd be like, remember that time I made you cry like a little bitch? Right? And she would try to gloat.
Like she does to Ian. Remember that time you shit your pants?
Hey, Ian, I know you remember that time your IBS was acting up? You know, isn't it like stress induced? And he's like, yes, dear. So anyway, you shut your pants.
I wonder why it happens all the time.
Yeah. She gave him IBS.
Yeah, actually.
You cried and apologized to me, and you even said that I made you feel like a bitch. And I'm glad that I did, to be honest. So more people should do that to you.
You see, that's how I know it's like some random viewer. It's probably some random Redditor she made cry, and not like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Because again, she would totally have called it out by now.
Oh yeah.
I should start. By the way, look at this is a screenshot from, I don't know the context of this. I imagine it's like, okay, so like, you see OBS here? This is how you use it, Anisa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang, yeah, I need to watch that clip later. Here she is. It looks like she has the actual light on this time, and she's in a low cut outfit, showing off that dragon tattoo. Why white women with dragon tattoos? I swear, it's like the same. Like, you know how like white dudes will get like Samoan
tribal
tattoos, like tribal tattoos. Yeah. White woman's like, oh my god, look at this like Chinese dragon I got. It's like so cool.
Mm.
You know, it's interesting because when I did the rant that like got clipped and shared by like a bunch of people, I did that intentionally to be like ranty and interesting and eye-catching. And like I did it with the intention of like getting it shared. And it's interesting how like how predictable that is.
You fell into my trap. Yeah.
And like okay, so like you know I show Speed, right?
Yeah.
He like obviously like that dude, like he intentionally acts stupid on, like, I mean, everything he is stupid on, honestly, but like
but he definitely plays it up for the camera.
Hypes up for like that's why like he acts the way he does, so that way, because like all people would do is they would clip his out of context stuff and like share it all over TikTok, and that's how he blew up. What Anisa did was like, yeah, I ranted because I knew all my haters would watch it, and they did, and they clipped it, and they made fun of me. Checkmate. Like, I haven't seen anyone. Generally, I haven't seen anyone other than like leftoids on Twitter defending her. Like, this is not like the big gotcha she thinks it is.
And I did, and I mean, I still do it, so.
Like how is this a win for you? Is it that you still get taught? Is it that people are talking about you?
I'm gonna keep Anisa accountable for.
Is it that people are still talking about you? Because like, I mean,
streaming. Mark my words, she will stream for the next 5 years.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't. I'm trying to understand like what she's thinking here. I can't.
Yeah, I can't really follow her thought process either. It's too, I don't know, it's too sporadic.
She has no plan. I think
clearly
it's just like, She's streaming.
And
She
was
doesn't know
marry
what-
YouTuber. And she didn't plan for anything afterwards.
Yeah. Well, to be slightly fair to her, I don't think iDubbbz like that was that big when her and him got together.
No. Well, the thing is, he looked like Chris Reagan at the time.
Oh, and the whole
Allegedly.
conspiracy
Apparently.
that she wanted to be with Chris Reagan.
Yeah, she had to settle with Chris Reagan from Wish.
So I guess they addressed the leaks on their podcast. So here we are.
People are already.
That's great.
I've had 3 streams and I've already pissed off.
Nice.
I don't know. I really went off.
And she's okay.
Pissed off,
She's in
or-
the same outfit too, minus like the jacket. So she filmed this and then she went to stream. This I think.
2 streams ago.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's good. I think
And Bobax had a good point. It's like, okay, well, if all this was like intentional, why did you take everything down when it started getting clipped?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to keep that up so that way more people can clip it and spread things around?
You would think, but she doesn't exactly think things through, I don't think.
No.
going off is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, who are you gonna piss off other than like a bunch of incels, like,
Yeah.
and people who are just already mad at you.
I know. Yeah, that's kind of. I was like,
It's like
sorry,
what, like
whatever.
What are there new people lining up? You know, it's like this Pokimane waiting in the wings. Like,
People are already.
She's always waiting in the wings. Come on, it's Pokey.
If you gave her a reason, she totally.
If she thought she could benefit from dunking on them, she would.
Yeah. Oh God. When I was successful in streaming, it was because I was pissing people off enough that my clips were circulating. That's the meta.
I can't. I really can't help it. But it's. I mean, it's cool because I want. I kind of want.
Was it meta when you were like saying that like the Holocaust was good?
Yeah.
Was that meta? Where you're like, yeah, this is gonna be an awesome stream clip for me.
She.
Dude, her tattoos show she doesn't think things through. Oh my God. Well,
Yeah. They're not
I don't know if I
cohesive.
subscribe to this, but people are theorizing that the reason why iDubbbz looks the way he does now is so that way, like, he looks more like her tattoo artist. And people are saying that, like, that Anisa is, like, in love with her tattoo artist.
Does he also look like Chris Reagan?
Oh my God. No, I think the dude's bald, which is why he's bald. I haven't seen pictures of it.
Well, no, I think he's bald because he's balding. Okay, that's just poor genetics.
Well, he had that like super greasy hair after Creator Clash. Listen, okay.
Okay, in Ian's defense, boxing is a sweaty sport.
Yeah. Listen,
And
okay.
if you're rocking a mullet, it's not going to look pretty.
Listen, okay. Bald is beautiful, as I'm showing here on. I mean, I do need to shave the head because it's starting to grow in. The hair's starting to grow in. Need to shave it down today. But bald is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, okay? I just don't. Again, if the theory is true, you shouldn't make yourself bald to please your wife because she's supposedly fantasizing about another man.
When I was successful in streaming, it was because I was pissing people off enough.
Wasn't the problem that you were never successful? That's why you became an OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
That was the problem, was that you weren't successful. You've admitted this on the show that got leaked that you weren't successful in streaming.
Maybe she forgot. Maybe she forgot she came out with that.
That
Right.
my clips were circulating.
yeah,
You know, like that's the meta.
yeah.
Like when you see a Pokimane clip,
It's
not-
never because she's doing some sweet.
no,
shit.
it's not. And
No,
it,
it's 'cause
it
she's
doesn't
being
mean that
cringe.
she
Because she's saying people who can't buy her chocolate are broke.
Yeah.
is a bad person.
Yeah,
It's just like when something gets clipped and shared on the
that's what they want out
reality,
of her.
that's
yeah.
what they want. They
Yeah.
want to be mad.
True.
So like, I mean,
Pokemon's also a pretty face to look at.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't really relate all that much, I don't think.
That's a good point. I like that.
That's what used to like get. I mean, that's how you found me. You were watching like a hate compilation video. About, so it's your guys' fault.
True.
The hate people.
Don't make hate compilations.
No, because it's your fault.
Yeah, people who make who make compilations on Cyrax, on Chris Chan.
Does that mean Cyrax and Chris Chan are going to find their Anisa soon? Or their Ian?
Oh my god. I don't know who I would feel bad for in that situation, Cyrax or the Anisha.
That we got
It's
married.
a matchmaking service.
Oh, you do. You know damn well.
He was like, "Oh, titty streamer in the hate compilation." He like clicked on it. And he was like,
Don't mind if I do.
He was like, "She's kind of hot, kind of funny."
So it's the haters. The haters are to blame for the fall of Ian's career.
Yo, the person who clips this stuff just followed me back. Yo.
Nice.
Random. Anyway. Okay, so all these clips came out, right? And Froggy has made a statement.
Oh shit, here we go.
Ian Jamba, you dumb pussy. If you and your girl can't quit talking about me, why don't you just fight me and get it over with? I've been extremely gracious with your wife so far. Only because she's a woman. If y'all hate me so much, come fight me in the desert in Texas or something. Mutual combat state. Don't need sanctions, don't need boxing shit. I want to wrap you up and look into your eye. I get sick of waking up with some bullshit you and her always talking about, or so tweeting, or liking. I'm a Nazi, you said. If I'm a Nazi like you guys say I am, why don't you take this opportunity to punch a Nazi then? You're a foot taller than me. It just goes to show how much of a spineless pussy you are, and you have no control over your silly wife. I have no idea how someone with 75 IQ managed to take the nuts off Content Cop. I weigh 128 pounds, dude. If you're so afraid, what are you so afraid of? I don't need money or want money. You just either need to nut up and fight a midget or shut the fuck up at this point, dude. Stop hiding behind your paywall and talking shit about me with your wife. I don't need money or clout. You can't even produce money or clout anymore. You were led astray by an evil, selfish woman. You became a dirty cop. Now your girl is saying on her stream that it was your idea for her to do OnlyFans, and when she wanted to stop, you told her that she needed to keep doing it for 2 years. Damn, dude, you literally a pimp. It's a picture of Kramer.
I mean, it fits.
Listen, okay. Listen, Ian, I know a guy you need to take some tips from.
Oh God.
I know a guy, Ian, he'll help you get your hose in line.
Take control of your merchandise.
Yeah. So that way you know where she is at all times. And if it would load, goddamn it.
That's what I said, Slickback.
No, it's a pimp named Slickback, like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing. A pimp named Slickback.
Can we call you Slickback for short?
No, nigga, I'm a pimp named Slickback.
My name is a pimp named Slickback.
Well, Squatchin, so what do you think the next career move should be for these two?
Creator Clash 3.
Well, apparently they're working on another event like that. They haven't
Let's
said.
hope they don't fumble it this time. Third time's the charm, John.
It's apparently it's not going to be Creator Clash necessarily, but like
They're gonna name it something else and pretend nothing happened. Great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Just what we need.
What are you talking about? It's gonna be fantastic. She's gonna get all of her
you should see if you can get that day off, and we'll stream snipe it or something.
No, my bad. They are playing Creator Clash 3 in 2025.
Oh god.
Next year, boys.
It's complicated, and there are a lot of things that like we need to think about. Obviously, complicated, and there are a lot of things that like we need to think about. Obviously, including finances, and we have other things that are kind of like cropping up. Like, you know, we're getting a proper accountant for our business who's.
You don't have one yet?
Yeah. Lacey, though. You don't need to be barking at the neighbors.
Like helping us try to make good decisions going.
Well, no. Why would they need
Where
an
was that
accountant
person? Where was that person before all of this?
You don't get it, Squatchin, okay? It's Anisa. She knows what she's doing.
Going forward, because we have
As a Canadian from Alberta, we do not claim her.
things happening and a lot of money that isn't ours that is potentially going to be given to us. So now we can't really fuck around.
Oh no, they've roped a bunch of people to be like, please invest in her. Please invest.
Anymore. So we have to pay for an
Which they should have been doing from the beginning, but you know, I digress.
accountant, and we have to like do all these things, and we have a lot of. So that's the other thing I wanted. Creator Clash, and like what we're working on with Creator Clash right now is we are looking for funding outside, which we have a lot of interest and a lot of people, or a few people, willing to pay quite a bit of money to help us get it done. YouTube seems interested in helping us, which is really nice. And
because you're making their platform look bad.
Like, look, okay. We can't save your events, but like,
well, they see how well Keem is doing with his boxing stuff.
Dude, that's didn't Keem offer to help them too?
Yeah, but because it's Keemstar, they didn't want it.
Yeah.
They don't care about their, like, what it's supposed to be for. They care about their image.
Yeah, and like obviously
That's why
you can't
they
have Keemstar, you know, help out because like then Hassan can't show up to your party, you know.
Did he show up?
I believe so. Yes.
Different.
He didn't show up to the event. He showed up to that party though. Probably showed up with like whatever porn star he was dating at the time.
Oh, probably.
With a bag of cocaine too, you know.
Yeah. Def Noodles showed up.
Was Def Noodles at that event?
Yeah, he sat behind Nicholas DiOrio, didn't he? Or was that the Keem event?
That was the Keem event.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, I don't think I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Def Noodles went to Creator Clash 2, because I think it was at that time he was still like kind of a part of that group, like, you know, the LA like liberal type event, you know.
Yeah, I hope he's doing okay. I know he deleted all his shit, but I hope he's doing all right.
Anisha is banished to the White Waste. Hey, Iron Doug, I'll have you know she's 8% Lebanese.
Yeah.
Okay, she is a white Arab. Her words, not mine. A white Arab.
It looks like in 2025 we could potentially, I don't want to curse it or anything, but potentially have a very good setup for a event that is not up in the air up until the day before with pay-per-view sales.
Yeah.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, that sounds like poor planning on your part.
Yeah.
One event as well, which is very exciting. But with that comes a lot of new things that are being introduced. And if we've learned anything, it's that no one is going to look out for us other than us.
Yeah.
So we now have to like.
What, you think like inviting all like those people to your party was going to help you?
Really armor up and make sure that we have everything done properly before we move forward, which is why things are going so slow. Like we aren't doing 2024 because there's just no way that we can do it while protecting ourselves properly.
I look at like this, right? And I'm like, I know Nick is under the opinion that like he's always been this much of a pussy. He's just hit it better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm not saying it was her because she was helping out with the edgier content. Actually, hang on. Let me see if I can like find it from his stream.
Oh, the clip where she says,
no, Dead on Dave supposedly talked to her back in the day.
"Oh yeah. He was trying to get her on for what? Catch 33?
Catch 33. Yep, it was this stream right here. Let's see. It's gonna be. Where is she? Okay. Yep. It's gonna be roughly around this time area.
Lengths of time, and we gave a lot of like personal information to each other. Not like personal, but just like background stuff. She seemed to really dig the way I was coming at her. I was very, very responsive to what she was saying. I thought we could have actually been some friends and done some stuff in the future. She seemed very grounded. Seemed like a tomboy, athletic Canadian chick. You know, she seemed very cool. I did not see the turn coming. I really didn't. And listen, criticism can go over the top. The commentary community can hit hard and go crazy and go way over the top. And whether you like it, whether you take it as a legitimate form of expression with comedy and all that, or you hate it and detest it, it's effective. It can get under your skin because a lot of the times, most of the things are amassed in some semblance of truth, or there's a fact that is there that is tugged on that makes the joke so insufferable. And commentary is very good at pulling that out of people. And Anisa's finding this out. And the more you react and the more you respond, the worse it gets. And she just doesn't seem to care or understand it at this point.
Excellent point, Dave. I'm glad I could steal your content.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a DM from like, God damn it, John. God damn it. It's stealing my stream clips.
Go sub to Dave, y'all.
Yeah, go support Dave. Go support Dave. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of wrestling coverage with Toxic.
Yeah.
which it's not, I mean, I haven't been into wrestling since I was like 14. Oh my god, when I was like little, I was super into it. I had like the Rey Mysterio mask and everything.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, oh god, I had like 4 of them too. Because he was like, it was him, Big Show, and like John Cena were like my favorite wrestlers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin was mine. Still is.
You see like
I'm old school.
yeah, he wasn't wrestling anymore by the time I was watching. He did have that reality show where like he was training the future generation of WWE stars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I never watched that either.
I didn't either. I didn't watch any like the reality TV shows that they came out with. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's show. As you can see, Nisha is an interesting cat. That's for sure.